Hey guys, Jerry here, and I hope y'all can endure my clip art quality drawings, but it'll suffice. Anyways, I've received an assignment in one of my classes to define myself, which is basically an all about me project that one would have to do at the beginning of the semester to get to know everyone. I don't enjoy this one bit, since they're usually presented to the entire group, which is usually full of people that I don't know, and I get easily nervous and become extremely self-conscious in these situations, all culminating to catastrophic failure. However, this one's different since A, I happen to know all of you a little more than that at the beginning of the year, and B, I have to be creative. So I can save you all the effort of seeing me stutter in between the ums and the short pauses as I struggle to say words on a slideshow. In fact, if I'm honest with myself, just me trying to read this off here is gonna take a while. Anyway, so on to the rest of the project. Alright, the people who are important in my life. That would be my family and my friends, but one friend in particular, Lenka. More on her later. Anyway, so the reason why my family is important to me is pretty self-explanatory. They're my family. They're the ones that brought me to this world and has taught me how to walk, talk, and drive, and a bunch of other things that I needed before elementary school. Really, they just helped me out when I needed it and are basically permanent friends that I can never get rid of. In a good way, though. Then there's Alenka. I could go on and on about how big an impact she had on my life in high school, but to summarize it all up, she was basically like a big sister for me. When I was down in my little depressed period of time in junior year, she helped me through that, and at Disney and other places, we had fun hanging out with each other. Speaking of Disney though, I wish I didn't just follow her around like a lost puppy dog. I mean, I could have done so much other things, but you know what, it was still fun either way. On the other hand though, for what's important to me, that would be my relationship as well as the well-being of my friends and family, because I enjoy helping around and having fun with said friends and family. Not to mention, it also takes my focus away from the things I have to constantly worry about, even if it's only for a short period of time. Without a doubt, my favorite of all the extracurricular activities, and the only one I've ever done, was being part of the music program at Tusker High School. Although my first year was extremely rough, I have improved vastly from that period of time, both as a person and as a musician. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for band, I still would probably be a mess, or at least would have been one for longer had I not taken band. Overall, the experience of being part of the marching and concert band, as well as indoor, was one really long, fun roller coaster ride, and one that I'll never regret riding on. Beyond high school, I intend to become an aerospace engineer. Since middle school, I've become obsessed with World War II, specifically the vehicles of the war, such as tanks and airplanes. I'll be talking about the airplane part. I've liked the idea of warbirds performing a ballet in the air, where only one dancer will make it out alive and the other will just burn in flames. Hopefully one day, I hope to design these very metal beasts that take to the sky, whether or not they are used for civilian or military use. Speaking of airplanes, something I've always wanted to do was to fly. Not as a passenger, I've done that plenty of times. What I'd like to do is fly the actual plane, which seems like a fun thing to do, while at the same time extremely difficult. I mean, if you've seen the cockpits of these aircraft, there's so many buttons and dials that one wrong move and I'm gonna be kamikazing into the countryside. Other than that though, if I have a competent co-pilot in the seat, or if I go for a flight school and get my flying license, it's be something that I really enjoy doing. Maybe flying around in a little Cessna, just seeing stuff in the sky. Beyond everything, including high school and college, Some further future goals would really just be living the American dream of getting a house, job, and a car. And if I somehow manage to get a girl in that period of time, then I'll just go with it. Also, I'd also like to get a dog or cat. Don't really know whether I'm a dog person or a cat person, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Thinking more short term though, a goal that I'd like to achieve in the near future is to become more confident in my own abilities, as well as not freeze up whenever I talk to an unfamiliar group. Basically, what I'd like to do is not be as big of an introvert as I am now. I mean, this one time, I was giving a presentation at Independent Living with Alenka, and we were working together on this presentation to the entire group, where we also had to dress up somewhat nicely. Now, anyways, so I'm reading my lines off the piece of paper, or at least from this, what I remember, and all of a sudden I hear a large, loud thump from the room next to us. Now, it was nothing too important, except that after I heard the thump, I couldn't say anything. I was just stuttering like a blithering idiot. Like, I could tell so many more cringe stories, but it's time to move on. One thing I'd like to do is to go back to Japan, because the last time I was there, I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see, or at least intended to see, like the Pokemon Center, or the rest of the Akihabara, or other pagodas, and maybe ride a bullet train going at this fast speed. And also, I also want to go and eat around at the other places around Japan, such as the Kirby Cafe, naming stuff off the top of my head. Alright, my ideas and convictions. Well, they both go hand in hand. Basically, when it comes to a foreign group, I am a shy, gentle bear like Winnie the Pooh, except adept at conversing with others. However, if I do manage to get hooked up with the group and I start to get used to them, like assimilate into their group, I start to show my true colors, which can be exhibited with this following clip. So I originally had something else here from my script, but I think it's better if I just put a disclaimer here. Basically, the disclaimer is don't refer me to guidance. Take what you're about to see with a grain of salt. It's by Bo Burnham, so I think y'all will enjoy this.
Have you ever felt sad or lonely? Have you ever felt 2 feet tall? Have you ever thought, man, if only I was anybody else at all? They like to kick you when times get rough, and you give your all, but it's not enough, and sticks and stones might break your bones, but words can break your heart. But if you don't know where to go, I'll show you where to start. Kill yourself. It'll only take a minute, and you'll be happy that you did it. Just go over to your oven and shove your head in it. Kill yourself. Really, you should do it. There's really nothing to it. Just grab a mug and chug a cup of lighter fluid. Okay, now I feel like you pulled back. Maybe it's on account of the fact that I'm telling you to kill yourself over and over again. I'm just trying to make a simple point that life's toughest problems don't have simple answers. You shouldn't just be brave. You shouldn't just roar. You shouldn't kill yourself. But I understand that it's a sensitive subject, and you're probably just hearing me say that, and I've dealt with, I don't want to be incensed. Look, I sound unempathetic, I sound mean and rude. Suicide is an epidemic, and I don't want to be misconstrued. Signs of depression go overlooked. So if you're depressed, then you need to book a therapy session. Talk about your depression and let a professional hear it. But if you search for moral wisdom in Katy Perry's lyrics, then kill yourself. It won't be painful if you are able to give a little kiss to an oncoming train. You'll kill yourself. It's over, mullet. There's a trigger, pull it. Get it through your head, it being a bullet. Stick your tongue in a plug. Suck a pipe of exhaust. Make some toast in the tub. Nail yourself to a cross. Hold your breath till it's gone. Drink a gallon of mace. Be gay in Iran. Let Oprah sit on your face. Jump off of a bridge. Skinny dip in a flood. Skydive attached to a fridge. Drink a Haitian guy's blood. Break into the zoo. Give the tiger a shove. Eat a Phillips head screw. Marry Courtney Love.
I'll just say it one more time, don't refer me to guidance. The last time that I was down there, it didn't really help. I could explain the story another time, but, anyways, yeah, I've had my fair share of ups and downs, mainly downs, of moments when I think back and wonder, what was I thinking? But, I mean, could be worse. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I'll end it off with this little clip I made.